Hi, this is Gilgamesh again, and I want to talk about some things. Oh, as you see, I have Ryan Reynolds. I have a lot of people on here. All these people play the same type of character in every movie, with the exception of Nicolas Cage. Oh, I have Ryan Reynolds here because I am not tired of Ryan Reynolds playing Ryan Reynolds in every movie he's ever been in. Oh, it never gets tired of watching him play the same goofy, idiotic character in every goddamn movie, including this one. Oh, every movie he plays the same character. God damn. You know something? It is boring. I'm so not bored. Like I said boring. Oh my god, it's like every character's the same character. Can you distinguish a Ryan Reynolds role from a Ryan Reynolds role? No, you can't. Why? Because he plays the same exact character. He plays himself. Wow. It's just like Jared Leto. Jared Leto plays the same thing in every movie. He's Jared Leto, the shitty actor, and an even shittier musician. Yes, I love this movie, American Psycho, only for one big reason. They killed Jared Leto off with an axe to the head. He absolutely cannot act. I've literally seen every movie he's been in, and he is probably one of the worst actors to ever get cast in any movie. He doesn't make things better. He isn't entertaining. He sucks. I mean, you could go, Ryan Reynolds plays the same thing in every movie. Yeah. But also, yeah, look at the variety of movies he's in. Not all of them are great. Some of them are awful, like X-Men Origins, Blade Trinity, Deadpool. Voices, I didn't actually hate voices. I thought, okay, he's himself, but he's also doing the voice of two animals in the movie, so it's not terrible, but this movie is Ryan Reynolds playing Ryan Reynolds. Yeah. He's the same thing. Jared Leto cannot. Oh, it goes with a lot of these people up here. I put Nicolas Cage at the end. I'll get to why, the difference between every one of these people. Yeah. Look at this. Every movie he plays, but in that Dallas Buyers Club, he played a transgender character. No, it was Jared Leto being Jared Leto. He can't act. This is the problem. He can't actually act. He sucks at everything. He wasn't the Joker. Nope, he sucked at playing the Joker. How can you fuck the Joker up? Just look at the Suicide Squad. Oh, and I'm just going to say this. Margot Robbie was never Harley Quinn. Margot Robbie cannot play Harley Quinn. No one can play Harley Quinn but Eileen Sarkin. And that's because it was not a character. It was not created in the comic books. When the Batman animated series was coming into production, they hired Eileen Sarkin to do the voice of Harley Quinn. And guess what? The guy who actually drew Harley Quinn modeled her after, I think it's Eileen Sarkin. Yeah. So when she did the Arkham Asylum game and saw the way they drew her character, Harley Quinn, she was pissed because they literally sexualized her. So no, Margot Robbie, you are not Harley Quinn. You are garbage. Stop fucking turning a character, voiced by one of the best female voice actors, who brought Harley Quinn to life and was the inspiration for the character. She was the model of the character. Stop fucking up by making her look like shit. But Jared Leto, you can't act. Oh, and John Cena, yes. John Cena. Shitty wrestler, and dear God, does he play the same. He's just like Ryan Reynolds, but with no personality. It's like this. Hi, I am John Cena. You can't see me. You can't see me. You can't see me. His wrestling sucked. His acting sucks. Oh, but he's good he sucks at everything. The Suicide Squad was dog shit. His character is dog shit. James Gunn is a pedophile. But no, he sucks at everything. Jesus Christ, here's the thing. Not everybody who's a wrestler can actually act. And not everybody who thinks they're a wrestler can wrestle. But yeah, John Cena basically is, I'm John Cena. I'm John Cena. I'm doing John Cena. Oh. Ugh. And we get to Dwayne Johnson. As The Rock in wrestling, he was great. You know, because Vince Russo wrote him that way. But as a actor, it's the same thing. Dwayne Johnson is just being Dwayne Johnson. You can't distinguish the two. The problem is Dwayne Johnson smiles all the time, has this really... He's very charismatic, but the problem is every character he plays is him. He doesn't distinguish between his roles. He's just Dwayne Johnson in every role. You can't sit there and go, oh, well, I can remember what No, it's Dwayne Johnson in every movie he's ever been in, from the Fast and Furious series to every movie he's in. He's just Dwayne Johnson. Yes, there's no distinguishing. He's like Ryan Reynolds, Jared Leto, John Cena, Dwayne Johnson. You're starting to see a trend. Ben Affleck. What the fuck? The worst Batman ever. Oh, people, he was so good. No, he sucks at Batman. He sucks ass on all levels. He cannot act. Ben Affleck, this is the problem with the Afflecks and Brad Pitt. I didn't put Brad Pitt up here because he's not the worst thing. Brad Pitt's okay, but he tends to play a lot of his characters the same way. He plays it as Brad Pitt. This is the problem with Hollywood. The trend is hire someone like Brad Pitt who looks good and forget the actual part about acting. This is the same thing with women in Hollywood. You're getting a trend here. You're getting people... Jared Leto's not ugly, but he ain't the best looking guy. Look at Ben Affleck. He's not ugly. He just can't act. Oh, a lot of people like Armageddon. I kind of understand that. But Jesus Christ, every role he plays, it's the same. This is probably this movie right here, Phantoms, is probably it's not great, but it's like when he wasn't well known, so he wasn't terrible, but it's when he became famous, he just started playing the same character in every movie. Oh, The Town. The Town is The Town. And his Batman fucking sucks ass cancer. He's the worst version of that goddamn character. Yes, and I haven't even seen the Batman because I'm not going to waste my time on a pile of shit. Not because I don't think the actor can play the character. It's because the movie looks like dog shit. But Ben Affleck is Ben Affleck. It's just like Matt Damon. Oh, I like The Martian, but Matt Damon is Matt Damon in every single role he ever plays. Sorry. Good Will Hunting was probably his best performance he ever did, but the problem with Matt Damon is he plays the same character just like all of these in every movie. You cannot distinguish Matt Damon from any other role. Oh, but he smiled in this movie. Yeah. But his acting is stiff. It's kind of like the Bourne films. He has that type of personality, and he may be off screen, maybe an interesting guy. But as far as acting, this movie was the best movie he ever did, and everything else has been, "Hi, I'm Matt Damon. Hi, I'm Matt Damon." And then we get, the actress people keep thinking can fucking act. Scarlett Johansson. Or if you're actually from Denmark, I think it's pronounced Johansson because her father was actually from Denmark. He was a Danish painter, I think it was. But of course, she's an American, and everybody thinks she can act. I watched Under the Skin. You know what I got? A bunch of regular people in Scotland who actually who had never acted a day in their life, seemed to actually look like they could act, and Scarlett Johansson just staring. Hi, I'm Scarlett Johansson. I just stare at the camera. I have the same blank expression in every movie. You know, movie of all these, the one movie she starred in that made absolutely, I'm not talking about the Marvel shit. The only movie of all of her movies where she's the star of the movie and it made any movie was this, Lucy. You know why? Because of Luc Besson. Yes, I won't get in, I'm not even going to talk about Luc Besson, but yeah, every other movie she's ever starred in where she's the star of the movie's focused where she's the star, because she's not the star here, Bill Murray is in Lost in Translation, has never turned a profit. And I've gone back through her entire career. She has never, when she's the star of the movie, has ever turned a profit. Except for Lucy. And that really was two things probably. Luc Besson and Morgan Freeman. But she stares off in the camera like she just heard someone, like she's confused about everything. And then, Quentin Tarantino, what the fuck am I looking at? A guy overrated writing. He writes like he's an idiot. He does. He rips off this movie, he plagiarized, he stole from a Hong Kong film, and then when confronted about it, he lied about it till they actually hit him. I think it was the studio was going to sue, that made the Hong Kong film, was going to sue his ass, and then suddenly he went, I just was paying homage. His movies are all the same. All the same. I don't know about The Rock. I don't think he had anything to do with The Rock. But when he acts, his acting sucks. When he directs, his directing is shit. In Death Proof, you know what everybody loved in Death Proof? It was Kurt Russell in Death Proof. That's about it. Kurt Russell's the only thing that made that movie worth watching. Everything else about it kind of sucked. Yeah. But of course, this one, which was directed by Robert Rodriguez, is actually a better film than this one, than Death Proof. But every movie he makes, his directing is kind of shit. And there's nothing original about Quentin Tarantino. He's a pedestrian writer who has, literally, his movies are almost all the same. Can you distinguish any of them? No. He writes stereotypical black characters. No, all of his characters are he treats women like shit. He kind of thinks all black people are a certain way. He loves using a certain word that they say white people can't use. And then, it's the period of time. Can you tell me that was a word they use commonly? No one can. Because no one from that time period is alive. But he's a shit writer, shit director, and he can go fuck off. Then we get Charlize Theron. Charlize Theron is the equivalent of boring. Her roles, she's the same character in every movie she's ever been in. There's no distinguishing this woman from any different role. Seriously, tell me. She gets a star in Atomic Blonde, which is supposed to be, an action film. It's not good. This is terrible. Snow White and the Huntsman. She's not a good actress. This is not a Mad Max film. Cut that out and just call it Fury Road. Because it wasn't about Mad Max. And Tom Hardy is not Mel Gibson. Yeah, and when she plays a backup character, you forget she's even in the movie. And her acting just is, hi, I'm Charlize Theron. Hi, I'm Charlize Theron. It's kind of like Scarlett Johansson and the rest of the crew. Now we're getting even. We're going along. Seth Rogen is the equivalent of shit. Not only can this fucker not act, he's not even fucking funny. He's supposed to be a comedian. Show me when he's actually fucking funny. Oh, I get in Knocked Up why Catherine Mannequin hates this movie. Well, Judd Apatow's dog shit, and so is this fucker right here who can't act. He plays the same fucking pot-smoking piece of shit in every fucking movie he's ever in. Yeah. There's no distinction. The guy's a fucking pothead. And hey, Seth Rogen, when you get lung cancer from smoking all that pot, you have nobody to blame but yourself, you fucking retard from Canada. Oh, and way to take the Green Hornet, a actually good TV show, and comic book and turned it into shit. You fucking pile of garbage. Now we get to Tobey Maguire. Tobey Maguire with Spider-Man. No, he wasn't. Tobey Maguire is Tobey Maguire, who has literally the personality of a plank of wood. You can... do tell me how his acting as Spider-Man... Oh, he cried. So what? Can you... Tell me, do you remember him in any other movie he's been in? Can you distinguish him from any other character? No. You know what I remember at Pleasantville? Reese Witherspoon and every other actor. I forgot Tobey Maguire was in it. Wonder Boys? Michael Douglas. Yeah. Tobey Maguire's in the movie? Really? Where? The Great Gatsby. Who's on the cover? Leonardo DiCaprio. Carey Mulligan. There's a lot of other actors. Tobey Maguire is forgotten about. He's supposed to be the story's central lead character, and I forgot he was even in the fucking movie. Spider-Man? Forgettable, overshadowed by, of course, William Dafoe, and then Alfred Molina. Spider-Man 3 was total dog shit. But yeah, Tobey Maguire literally is boring. No personality. He acts like he doesn't know how to act. He's just boring. Every movie he plays the same character who, I can cry. Okay, you force yourself to cry. You want to know something? So can anybody cry. Yeah, doesn't make you an actor. You're boring as shit, kid. You suck. You sucked as Spider-Man. Nobody's played a good Spider-Man. And then Mark Ruffalo. Overjoyed at boredom. Seriously, Mark Ruffalo is the same thing. His politics are fucking dog shit. His acting is fucking atrocious. He is boring as shit. There's nothing remarkable about Mark Ruffalo. He sucks at playing the Hulk. Hell, he can't even play Bruce Banner. The guy cannot fucking act. He's got the same problem. He's a plank of wood. And that goes to a lot of this. I'm not doing this. I'm doing this to show. I'll show you what great acting compared to shit is. Oh, and plank of woods. Oh, Jeremy Renner. I don't think you're terrible. You're just kind of a plank of wood. That's your acting. I actually liked this movie. It's terrible. It's funny. It's Hansel and Gretel, the Witch Hunters. I think it's a hilarious film. But it's just Jeremy Renner being Jeremy Renner, which is literally a plank of wood. This movie was... The town was a pile of shit, the town. This... Wow. You replaced Matt Damon. Who? The acting. But yeah, he literally plays he's Hawkeye, and yeah, Hawkeye has no personality. Hey, it's a plank of wood, everyone. That's Jeremy Renner. That's the problem with a lot of them. And then we get to Natalie Portman. Oh, Jesus Christ, who thought this bitch can act? I'll say this. I'll take her 1,000 times in the Star Wars prequel than I will take anything the fucking current Disney put out. Yeah, I've said before, fuck you who hate the prequels. Because you get fucking this dog shit. She cannot act. V for Vendetta is fucking retarded ass cancer. Oh, her British accent. She can't act. Nothing she does can she act. But I said, I'll take her 1,000 times over in the fucking prequels than I will for anything else she's ever done. She cannot fucking act. From being 12 years old in Luc Besson's, Leon the Professional. Oh my god, that movie. Ugh. Here I didn't. Wow. Fuck that shit. And fuck her. Will Smith. I feel bad in one way. His wife fucked him over. Literally fucked him over. Then had him basically go up, and I'll say it again. I'll reiterate. I did a video about this. The slap is fake. But the reaction everybody had to it is, and wait till he comes. Remember when they all thought that Andy Kauf, that Jerry Lawler slapped. Remember the slap when it was Jerry Lawler and what's his name from Taxi? Remember that? And everyone thought it was real till Jerry Lawler admitted much later it was actually fake. Same thing's going to happen here. But Will Smith, Bad Boys, he was fine. That was when he wasn't well known, but dear God, Will Smith, you fucking idiot. You act the same way in every movie, even Ollie. It's just you being you. You're getting mad at Chris Rock and saying what you said. It's exactly the way you act in every movie. Seriously. There's no difference between your acting and your acting. It gets boring after a while. Your acting is kind of shit. This is like, yeah, you're fine here. You're fine here because it plays well with with Tommy Lee Jones in the Men in Black films. But most of you can't act. You can't. You need to stop. I'm glad you're getting away from all of it and get rid of that bitch. But the reason I do all these people and how their acting isn't great because now we're going to get to what acting when you actually fucking act. This is what a man who can fucking act. This is a long range of different characters and none of them are the same. Nicolas Cage can be over the top and crazy in a movie. Yeah. He can go from playing Ghost Rider in the two Ghost Rider movies, especially the sequel is much better than the first one because he's so over the top and they let him be Nicolas Cage. He can go from that craziness to playing a guy who doesn't say one word at all. In Willy's Wonderland, he doesn't utter one word, yet you remember the character. Here, one of the most down-to-earth role performances Nicolas ever played in was Pig. Like I said, he's great in The Rock. Everything he does, whether the movie's good or bad, you never forget how good Nicolas Cage is at acting. Yeah. He's from that family, the Coppolas, but he went on his own. He didn't want them to go, oh my God, he's Francis Ford Coppola's nephew, Talia Shire's nephew. Nope. He went on his own. I've seen this movie, Ghostland. Oh my God. The Prisoners of Ghostland, he's great in it. Even Wicker Man. It's a terrible fucking remake, but he's so entertaining that my favorite scene is the bear suit. Yeah, seriously. Him in the bear suit punching that woman was fucking hilarious. He can be over the top and still be the most entertaining motherfucker you'll ever watch in a fucking movie. And then he can play a role in here like Moonstruck and you go, wow. Or, Raising Arizona. You remember Nicolas Cage in any movie he's ever been in because his characters are not the same. He can play down to earth. He can play precise, a character you need him to be. He can be over the top or he can be down to earth, but it's never the same performance. Even his over the top isn't the same in any one of his movies. Like here, Vampire's Kiss, where he's like, I'm a vampire. I mean, seriously, Mandy is fucking an amazing film of a guy who goes on a revenge and takes the most potent form of acid, and yet it's one of the most entertaining performances you'll ever see. He's the best thing about this shitty remake. Everything he's in, you never get the same performance from Nicolas Cage. If you want to be over the top, he can be over the top. He can also be subtle about it. Like here, Con Air is probably a great example of him being subtle in his performance, yet you remember that role. Every movie he's in, you can recount. If you've seen his movies, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Nicolas Cage is one of the greatest actors in the history of acting because he can do it all. He can go way over the top, or he can be down here, down to earth, like in Pig. He can be great, like in The Rock, and then he can be in a piece of shit, like this movie right here. Left Behind is a total piece of shit, but God, is he good. Like The Knowing. Every movie. I swear I've seen every movie he's been in, and they're never the same performance. Because Nicolas Cage is a true actor. He can play a straightforward jackass. He can play it, just go so over the top that you're like, what the fuck am I looking at? Seriously, go watch Ghost Rider with Spirit of Vengeance, and the directors let Nicolas Cage go so over the top at the character. They realized that's what they wanted, and it's a much better film than the first one, where they tried to hold him back. But like I said, Nicolas Cage can be over the top, or he can be down to earth. He can give you an Oscar-worthy performance, or he can go batshit crazy, and it's never the same. You never know what you're going to get with Nicolas Cage. Yeah. Seriously, watch this movie. He never utters one word, and yet you will never forget that role. Watch this one. It's directed by actually one of my. I actually like this director, because he tried to do The Island Dr. Moreau, that train wreck of a movie, the one that had Val Kilmer in it. Oh my God, the guy did. He's a good. This director is such a good director. Richard Stanley is a good director. The problem is when he did The Island Dr. Moreau, there was a whole lot of problems went on with that, and he at one point gets fired and he loses his shit and everything. Critical Drinker did a whole thing on it. It's worth watching that. But yeah, Nicolas Cage. It's like Face Off. It's funny. John Travolta is only good in this because of Nicolas Cage. Yeah. And that's the thing, is that when they switch places, Nicolas Cage gave John Travolta tips on how to play him as if he's they switch faces. And that John Travolta had to pretend to be Nicolas Cage with his face on. And that's why John Travolta actually is good in the role, is because Nicolas Cage showed him how to be him in the role. How to pretend to be Nicolas Cage in a movie. Yeah, compared to all this is the greatest actor alive. Yeah. There's some good actors, but Nicolas Cage is the only one that can play any role you give him and be committed to the role. That's classic. There's nobody else that can do what Nicolas Cage does. And like I said, I've seen almost every movie I've almost seen every movie he's been in, and they're never the same. You want over the top? You get over the top with Nicolas Cage. You'll get any performance he wants to give you. You tell him what you want, he'll give it to you. I love 8mm. I think he's fantastic in the movie. It's a Joel Schumacher film. This movie's so underrated as a film. And it's really an excellent, movie. But a lot of people didn't see it, and it's a shame because it is one of Joel Schumacher's better films. Like, he's actually a decent director when he gets the right script, when he's not being hampered by the studio like with Batman and Robin, where that was all due to the studio. But yeah, Nicolas Cage is the greatest living actor because if you need him to be over the top, he'll be over the top. Compared to every other one of these people being the same thing in every movie they've ever been in, it's refreshing to have somebody who can go from crazy to fucking subtle. Be batshit crazy in this movie to being subtle in Joe. Go from this to this. Go from this to not saying an absolute word in an entire movie. Go from this to this. Yeah. But that's Nicolas Cage, the greatest actor to live. Now, I would give him I would replace every one of these people with him. Seriously. He's a far better. I would love to have seen him as Superman. I'm not joking. When Kevin Smith, before he went to shit, actually had an idea for a Superman movie where Nicolas Cage was going to play Superman, I really want to see that made. I would love to see Nicolas Cage play Superman. I think it would be entertaining as shit. And he really wanted to play Superman. Yeah, before it fell apart. Yeah, not a joke. But yeah, I just want to do that to show you that every one of these people play the same character in every movie, and then you get Nicolas Cage. Nothing beats the greatest living actor to right now. None of them can hold a jock strap to Nicolas Cage's jock strap. But yeah, this is Gilgamesh. You could subscribe, give a thumbs up, leave a comment. Tell me if what you think. Think of what I said about these people. I'm not joking. They're all the same thing. Nicolas Cage is the greatest living actor, and he just finally got all of his issues with the IRS taken care of. Keep making those independent films, Nicolas Cage. Keep going. You are truly the greatest actor ever. I enjoy everything you're in. Even if it's a bad film, you're the best thing about it. Have a great day.